Hey, what's up, team? Apple stock is down right now and has been falling since the earnings report. Today, I want to cover the trades that I took and the first trade that I took to make over $1,000 in about 10 minutes after the market opened. So yeah, it's on Apple. It's down. It has been falling. Will it continue to fall is the big question. We're going to start off on the day trade watch list. Straight off of the list here, Apple was a short idea below 181.5. And the comment that I said is just gapped down and sold off following earnings. So we should be keeping a watch for lower lows. So here's 181.5. I've already drawn a trend line for us right there. And we are on the 1 minute time frame. Okay. So back over into the alert room right off the bat. Soon as the market opened, Apple slight green, second minute drops right below the trigger level, right? And you know two things to be true. Number one, we do not trade in the first 5 minutes. Number two, we do not chase the move down. So by not trading in the first 5 minutes, we miss this drop, yes, but by staying patient and not chasing the move, we actually catch the rally back up. Apple rallies here. So I'm going to say Apple, I loaded the contracts, right? The very second minute after market open, 9:32 a.m. Loaded the contracts. And then 5 minutes later, took entry on Apple short, give you the contracts, and I give you the fill price. So 9:37 a.m. That's right here on this candle. And I actually don't think that I top ticked that. I'm pretty sure that I got the entry about midway through this candle, or maybe right as it started to press up a little higher. But nonetheless, this was the minute that I entered. So old support, which was the previous day's low of day or previous trading day's low of day, old support can become new resistance, which is why 181.5 is the relevant level to watch here. We get the move down, rally back up, and this is super textbook. This is how we love to trade and how we love to take our entries. Take the entry here for the move down into the low of day, wound up closing it for about 25% profit, right? So I said now over 10%, I'm going to hold. Now up 15%, I'm holding. Now up 25%, I'm out there, right? So I have $1,000 profit in about 10 minutes. And you can do the math on that to figure out how much capital that I was using. Now, we don't give up on this trade because it still has potential, right? And so I'm watching this, and one of the things that I'm looking for on continuation drops is old support to become new resistance, right? Anytime something is dropping, old support, new resistance, old support, new resistance. So if this is our intraday support at this time, then on a rally back up, it should become new resistance. However, we did not get the move back up on Apple before it dropped again. And for that reason, I missed this second entry. So no big deal. But yeah, it could have been an opportune time to take another short entry. If it had rallied up a little more, I would have went for it. But we didn't get the move up that I wanted, so we missed this one here. It comes down, and then again, what I say, old support becomes what? New resistance, right? So here's your second line of support, intraday support, and then that's why this entry over here was taken at 9:53 a.m. So we're going to scroll through the alert room here. Apple, 9:54 a.m., took re-entry short, same contracts, and again, I give you the fill price, I give you the stop loss, all that good stuff. 9:57 a.m., now up 10%, and I took profits there. And you might ask, oh, Gates, why, if we're aiming for 20% on the first one, why would you hold on the first one, but not hold through for 20% on the second one? It did run up to 20%, right? Here's why. Apple, when it pressed up, and we got our entry here, so 9:53, 9:54, right? When it pressed up and we got our entry here and then moved down into the lower day, I'm thinking that there is going to be a rally up that looks like that. Some sort of bear flag here that started to form. And I wasn't far off from that, right? So when we got the move down into the low of day, my contracts were only up 10%. I went ahead and secured what was on the table because I didn't want this to start this rally back up with me still in a short position because it felt overextended, right? By this time, the stock down to the low of day price point from the high of day, it already dropped 2.5%, which is fairly big, a big amount of percentage, especially in one fell swoop for a large cap name. So we get the move down into the low of day. Just go ahead and secure what's on the table. Take that 10% that's offered. Now we get the rally up that we were looking for. And again, I'm watching this. I'm thinking we're going to go back short on Apple. As soon as this starts to show us some sort of weakness, some sign of weakness, So we're drawing an uptrend trend line on the bottoms of the candles. We're utilizing the trend line break strategy, which I do have another video on that. Give that one a search if you haven't seen it. Trend line break strategy happens right here. And I started to use VWAP. I've gotten a lot of questions about Gates. Do you ever use indicators when you're trading? Do you use VWAP? Yes. I'm not early on in the morning because VWAP's not relevant. But as the morning progresses, as the day progresses, VWAP becomes more accurate. So that's what I use VWAP here for. So I see a couple of confirmations. Number one, we are rejecting VWAP, consolidating below it. Number two, we are breaking the uptrend trend line and starting to consolidate. Number three, we already know the trend is down on Apple, and we can even go a step further for, look at this, where this area rejected at. If we just drew a trend line there across the tops, kind of, I mean, it's a bit of a stretch to say it bounced here, but it did reject there. So rejection area here, we've got another rejection area here, consolidation. It was worth it for me to go in on this trade. So the third entry, 10:21 a.m., took entry on Apple short. Again, stop loss 180, fill price. And then I tell you, I sized down on this trade using less capital than I did on the others to protect profits. The reason why is because, well, we're entering short in a period of consolidation. So we don't have, we have confirmations, we have reasons why Apple could continue to fall. We had a good reason why Apple could continue to fall, but truly, we did not know, right? We did not know that Apple was going to drop because it was just during consolidation. So we sized down during consolidation until we get that confirmation. And sure enough, because Apple could have broke topside, right, and recovered. But it didn't do that. Sure enough, we get the move down back towards the low of day. And then I'm just walking you through this, right? Now up 10%, you can take your profits or hold. That's up to you. Now up 15%, now up 20%. I wound up taking my profits here closer to 10% because I was looking at this area as a potential point of support. And I didn't think that I was going to be offered. I actually didn't think I was going to get 20% on this. But sure enough, those contracts did run 9:34 a.m., which is literally at the bottom of this candle, would have been your 20% mark. So 3 trades on 1 stock, right? No need to watch anything else. All green, all going in the same direction, and spread out throughout the morning. We were able to capitalize on the quick drop early on. That was a really nice trade. Fast profits here. Little more reserved with taking the profits when they're offered. 10% gain here. That did offer 20%, but we just went ahead and secured what was there. And then the size down entry during the consolidation over here for the VWAP rejection for the move back down towards the low of day. So the question is, does Apple continue to fall from here? I mean, I think so, right? We are still coming down. I mean, there might be a bit of consolidation that needs to happen because it has been a pretty quick drop. But Apple's at the all-time highs, right? So for this to correct and pull back towards this 200 EMA on the daily is something that I could definitely see happening. There's a gap area there at 170. So if we drop from here, we get below this support point, minor gap down to about 176. And then I think there's room all the way down to 170 from here. I hope the video has helped you out. Press the like button for me if you haven't done so already. Let me know in the comments if it has helped you out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, and I will see you all in chat. Take care and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already.